What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of JoesTech. If you guys haven't seen one of my videos before, you probably don't know that I kind of have a thing for RGB. So because I really enjoy the products in this category, I went ahead and picked up a new RGB controller from Corsair, which is the Lighting Node Pro. Like a few other controllers out there, this does come with a controller and the strips that you would want to set up. And then also, because we're going to be testing that out, I thought it would be wrong to not include some RGB fans, which came out a few months ago. These are the HD 120s. So with that being said, I don't obviously have a test bench set up, so we're just going to go ahead and take my machine apart and go ahead and throw all this in there and kind of take a look and see, what comes included and, of course, how the install and everything goes. So that being said, why don't we go ahead and unbox these and see what comes included.
Yes, adore you all of the time. I'd like to. I'd like to. I'd like to love you every day. I'd like to love you, love you. I'd like to love you, if I may. I'd like to love you, love you. I'd like to love you, love you. I'd like to love you night and day, if I may. I'd like to. I'd like to love you every day. I'd like to. I'd like to love you every day. I'd like to. I'd like to love you every day. I'd like to love you, love you.
If you guys are interested in looking further into the Lighting Node Pro or the HD 120 RGB fans, I'll go ahead and leave links to those in the description below. Now, if you guys noticed during the unboxing, the Lighting Node Pro does come with quite a bit of cables, and this is really kind of important when you're looking at something like this, because maybe you have a case where you're only going to be able to mount that controller in the bottom, say bottom left corner of your case, whereas you want to start your LED strips in the top right. With that amount of extensions, you should be able to move quite a span across the case. So that was one thing that I thought was really nice, that they included all those adapters. Now, as far as the LED strips themselves go, I do have one kind of complaint, I guess you could say. They have this terrible little like pigtail of wires on the end on each end actually of each LED strip, which is kind of difficult to hide, especially if you're trying to do a run of LED strips around your case and there's not a lot of room to kind of hide those wires. And it would be nice if the strips themselves actually just connected directly to each other or had that option, versus being required to to connect those wires and then hide those wires. Now, as far as the LED strip construction, I would say that they look like they're built really well. They have that 3M adhesive double-sided tape on the back. I don't know if you guys could tell, but the nice thing is they have that black backing, and so the magnets that are actually on the strips, yes, there is magnets, are black as well, and so you don't actually see those. All you see is the little LEDs themselves, which is really nice as far as being able to hide things and have it not sticking out like a sore thumb, especially in a black case, right? Install the Lighting Node Pro is pretty straightforward. Once you found a spot to put that little controller, you just need two connections. The first is a USB 2.0 header on your motherboard, and that's going to allow you to control functionality of the LEDs to the Lighting Node Pro. And the second connection is going to be just a standard drive SATA cable, and that basically will allow you to power the device itself. Now, if for some reason you don't have a USB 2.0 header available, another kind of workaround option you would have is you could just get a standard mini USB cable and plug that into the back of the Lighting Node Pro and then run it to your I/O port on the outside of your case through like a grommet or through the side case somehow. It might look kind of hokey, but you know, I guess it would work if you were kind of in a bind and you really wanted to use this solution. I'll try to kind of show you guys a quick clip of how the Link software works. It works pretty well. It has a few basic options. Setting up the strips and the fans was super easy. The drivers and everything installed perfectly. Basically, you're able to go in and you can actually individually apply settings to each of your fans, each of your LED strips. You could do different settings to each one if that's what you want, or you can synchronize them and apply them to all the devices in your case. Another thing that was kind of cool, and I'm not really sure how it all plays out because, like I said, I just kind of started playing with this. They actually have a little layout manager where you can set up your Corsair case, or I believe you might even be able to import an image of your specific case if it's not Corsair, and you can lay out where your fans are and lay out where your RGB strips are. And then I would imagine if you had you know, the Corsair fan controller, you could then go in and fine-tune your fans according to how they look in the case, and then you kind of have a little blueprint of your case, which is also really cool. Now, this review is more intended to be geared toward the Lighting Node Pro. However, because this is the first time I'm looking at the HD120 fans, I want to kind of throw in a couple notes there as well. If you guys can kind of see behind me, I have those fans installed up top here. I myself am not a huge fan of clear fans. If you can see, the strips here kind of show through, which I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. It's kind of cool because it continues my LED strip from around the case, and it kind of allows me to let my theme bleed through there. But at the same time, I'm not really a fan of how, you know, clear fans themselves look. I don't know, I think they look kind of tacky. But I will say, looks can be deceiving. These fans are great quality. They do feel very heavy. They're not cheaply made. They're really good quality, actually. As far as the quality of the LEDs in the fans, I would say they're pretty well lit. There's 12 LEDs per fan, so I guess you could relate that to like a clock, the hands on a clock. That's how many LEDs you have pointing towards the center of the fan, and so the light is pretty even, you know, and it allows you to kind of customize the way your lights all shine and everything a little bit more evenly. One other thing I did have kind of a complaint about is that Corsair does not offer an HD 140 option or anything other than the HD 120. The HD 120s come in a single or triple pack, which is great. They do not offer the Node Lighting Pro controller with HD 120 fans, so you kind of have to buy it in this orientation at the time that I'm making this video. Now, I know one thing that probably will come up is how many devices can this controller support. Now, on Corsair's website, they don't have any information on how many fans per channel it can be supported. I know on similar devices, it's up to 5 fans per channel, but again, I don't really know what the maximum is for this setup. Now, the LED strips, it does support up to 4 strips per channel, so that means you'd be able to support up to 8 LED strips on one controller. However, that would not allow you to add any fans. Speaking of adding additional strips, I don't know that Corsair actually has a kit yet that allows you to add strips, so I'll go ahead and look that up before I post the video, and if for some reason I'm able to find an add-on kit that allows you to add strips without buying the whole kit again, I'll go ahead and throw the link in the description as well. Alright guys, well, I did try to take my time in creating this video and kind of getting all the information I could for you. If for some reason I missed something that's blatantly obvious, or if you just had any questions, feel free to go ahead and leave those in the comments section below. And of course, if you guys did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave me that thumbs up on the way out. If you guys would like to see more videos like this and you're not subscribed already, feel free to hit that subscribe button on the way out. And until next time, guys, this has been JoesTech. Have a good night.